Once a seeker came to a sage and asked, "Master, why do you say we are unconscious? I feel awake, I think, I act, I make choices. How can I be unconscious?" The elderly sage, with a serene expression, smiles, picks up a small stone from the ground and holds it between his fingers. Texture. "Do you see this stone?" he asked. The seeker nodded. Sage gently turns the stone in his hand, letting the light play on its surface, emphasizing its stillness. This stone is unconscious. It does not know itself. It does not know that it exists. It simply is, but it has no awareness of its being. The seeker furrows his brows, reflecting. The soft rustling of leaves can be heard in the background, symbolizing the quiet, yet ever-moving nature of existence. You are not much different. You think you are awake, but you are merely functioning. You breathe, but you do not know who is breathing. You walk, but you do not know who is walking. You love, but you do not know from where love arises. You live, but you do not know what life is. You live mechanically, through learned patterns, through borrowed identities. You are unconscious of the vastness of your being. The seeker's eyes widen slightly, as if a new thought has dawned upon him. The ambient sounds fade, leaving only the soft echo of Sage's words. The seeker's eyes reflected a flicker of doubt. "But Master, I am aware of my thoughts. I can feel my emotions. How can I be unconscious?" The sage chuckles softly with a soft and knowing smile, a twinkle in his wise eyes. This is the greatest illusion, to mistake the mind for awareness. Your mind is merely a collection of voices from the past, conditioned thoughts, fears, and desires imposed upon you by society, by your parents, by your education. Have you ever truly looked within? Have you ever observed the observer? The seeker remains silent, contemplating. The distant sound of a flute plays softly, evoking an air of revelation. Sage continued, "Imagine this stone has been lying by the river for thousands of years. It has been shaped by the wind, by the water, by the sun, but it has never known itself. This is how humans live. They are shaped by the world, by circumstances, but they never turn inward to know their own essence." A deep silence fills the space. The seeker's mind races. The flickering flame of a nearby lamp, symbolizing an awakening spark within him, Sage looked at him with deep compassion. The first step toward awakening is to see your own unconsciousness. Only then does the possibility of awareness arise. The seeker asks, his voice hesitant, "But how do I awaken?" The sage places the stone gently on the ground, the sound echoing in the quiet space. The stone will never awaken, but you have the potential, you have the gift of consciousness, but you must use it. The moment you become aware of your breath, of your steps, of your thoughts, without attachment, you take the first step toward awakening. He leans forward. His voice lowers to a whisper, drawing the listener in. Meditation is not about controlling the mind, it is about witnessing it. To become a watcher of your own thoughts. Just as one watches the river flow, the river does not stop because you watch it, it continues. But you, the watcher, are no longer the river. You are separate. In that separation, awareness arises. The seeker's eyes shimmer with realization. He bows before Sage, feeling a lightness he had never known before. He has on his face subtle transformation. Sage smiles. "Drop your identifications. Drop the illusion of knowledge and simply watch. The more you watch, the more you will wake up. One day, you will laugh at your own sleep, just as I laugh now. The seeker leaves, but something within him has changed. A seed has been planted. As he walks away, passing by blossoming trees, symbolizing the beginning of inner growth, the speaker looks at around and observes the nature in its completeness. And you, all my friends, are you really awake? Or are you still carrying the stone of unconsciousness within you? The choice is yours. But first, you must see that you are asleep.